Have you ever wondered why a simple hug from a woman can stay with you for days, while other moments fade instantly? Think about this. Some men receive a hug and instantly forget it. Others get hugged just once, and that one moment lingers in a woman's mind for weeks. What's the difference? In a world that teaches men to chase, to speak, to act boldly, very few are ever taught the power of stillness, awareness, and presence. But Stoic men, real Stoic men, know that human connection is more than touch. It's energy, it's timing, it's the ability to read what's not being said and respond with calm, grounded confidence. Most men completely misread what a hug really means. They either pull away too soon, overthink the moment, or ignore the subtle emotional cues she's sending. And as a result, they lose the chance to turn quiet closeness into unforgettable connection. In today's video, you'll discover the 4 secret types of female hugs and how to read them like a Stoic. You'll learn the exact moves high-value men use to leave a lasting impression without saying a word. By the end of this video, you'll know how to handle every hug with the kind of presence that makes her think about you long after you've walked away. If you ever felt confused, unsure, or hesitant in those close, quiet moments with a woman, this video is for you. So hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment below about the most confusing hug you've ever received. And let's unlock the Stoic secret to mastering female signals, starting now. Number 1. The friendly pat, a surface gesture with deeper potential. At first glance, the friendly pat seems harmless. It's quick, it's light, and it often comes with a few soft taps on your back. Most men instantly dismiss it as just a friend thing. And to be fair, most of the time, it is. This type of hug typically involves minimal body contact, a short duration, 1 or 2 seconds at most, a slight lean forward with no chest-to-chest pressure, a few automatic pats, like punctuation marks signaling the end of interaction. So yes, on the surface, this is not a romantic gesture. But here's the truth most men overlook. Even the most platonic hug is a window into opportunity. A Stoic man, grounded in observation over assumption, understands that a woman may offer a friendly pat not because she feels nothing, but because she's unsure whether you are a man worth feeling more for. She's testing the waters, playing it safe, watching your reaction. This is your moment to display quiet strength, not frustration or neediness. If you recoil or overanalyze, you confirm her uncertainty. But if you hold steady, offering warm eye contact, a calm smile, and just enough presence to suggest ease within yourself, you signal, I don't chase affection, I embody it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. In this case, the enemy is overreaction. Your response must be measured, grounded, silent. Don't push for more. Don't overcompensate. Instead, begin creating small moments of deeper emotional connection after the hug. Ask her a question that reveals thoughtfulness. Maintain a composed posture. Let your vibe radiate self-respect, not approval-seeking. By doing so, you shift from safe friend to undeniably centered man, the kind who slowly but powerfully pulls her interest toward him. Number 2, the firm hug, comfort, trust, and the first real test. Now we enter more meaningful territory. The firm hug. This one isn't accidental. It's deliberate, controlled, and tells a deeper story. It lasts longer than the friendly pat. There's solid contact, and when she wraps her arms around you, there's pressure, not aggressive, but definite. She's not just greeting you anymore. She's holding you. At this level, the hug communicates comfort, familiarity, and trust. But here's where many men go wrong. They either overestimate what it means, or worse, pull away too quickly. In Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you'll find strength. This is a moment where your inner mastery gets tested. She is feeling something around you, not necessarily romantic attraction yet, but a growing sense of emotional safety. She doesn't hug everyone like this. So how do you respond? Here's your move. Don't break the hug immediately. Let it linger slightly longer than expected. Stay composed. Watch her cues carefully. Does she relax in your arms? Does she keep eye contact when you pull back? Does she smile with softness, not politeness? These signals matter, because the firm hug is the first real test of your presence. If you pull away too fast, you seem uncomfortable with connection. If you hold on too long or lean in with anxious energy, you seem needy. The Stoic response? Controlled, calm, present. Let her feel your strength, not through squeezing, but through stillness. Let her feel your respect, not through words, but through your energy. This is how a man begins to blur the line between safe and desirable. Because when a woman hugs you like this, she's asking one thing silently. Can I trust this man with more of me? And if your posture says yes without forcing it, you pass the test. Not by chasing, but by standing still and letting her lean into something deeper. Number 3, the lingering embrace, emotional signals beneath the surface. This is where things begin to shift. When a woman gives you a lingering hug, one that lasts longer than usual, it's not just comfort, it's contemplation. She's not letting go quickly. Her arms remain. Her chest may press softly against yours. Her breathing might slow. Her fingertips linger. This is not accidental. This is subconscious signaling. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." In this moment, she's no longer operating with logic. She's feeling. Her thoughts are coloring her body language. She's no longer checking boxes of politeness. She's testing a deeper truth. Do I feel emotionally safe and maybe even drawn to him? How do you respond to a lingering hug like a Stoic man? First, mirror her pace. If she holds, you hold, but never clutch, never rush. Second, be attuned to her tension or her release. Does her body soften against yours? Do her hands stay in place or wander? Does she breathe out instead of in? These are green lights, invitations into emotional space, not just physical space. This type of hug isn't about romance yet, but it's an emotional checkpoint. It's her way of saying, I'm exploring what it feels like to be close to you, not as a friend, but as something more. And here's the crucial truth. If you stiffen or act indifferent, she feels emotionally rejected. If you overreact, too eager, too intense, she feels emotionally overwhelmed. But if you remain grounded, still, and present, she will begin to associate you with emotional safety and even emotional desire. The Stoic man doesn't chase or shrink. He simply holds space and lets her soul reveal itself through silence. Because when a woman lingers in your arms, she's not just seeking your body. She's testing whether your presence has gravity. And if you pass this unspoken test, you become unforgettable. Number 4, the intimate embrace, when the body speaks without words. There's a kind of hug that doesn't just touch the skin. It reaches into the soul. It's the kind where she leans in fully, where her head rests on your shoulder or the side of your neck, where her hands glide gently across your back, not as a reflex, but as a quiet form of trust. This is not a casual moment. This is a revelation. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." But when a woman offers you this kind of embrace, deep, still, and unguarded, she's inviting you into her retreat, her inner peace. It's her way of saying without words, with you, I feel safe. I feel seen. So how does a Stoic man respond? He doesn't break the moment. You don't pull away. You let her melt. You let the silence speak. You breathe with her. Match her rhythm. If she relaxes deeper, you hold firmer, but never possessively, just enough to let her know you're not alone. You become the stillness. No fidgeting, no rush, no need to fill the space with words. Your strength is in your silence, because this hug, this intimate embrace, is more than affection. It's an emotional gateway, a test of your ability to hold space without needing to take control. Most men miss this. They joke, they move, they fumble. But the man who simply remains, who lets her stay, who gently rests his hand on her lower back or cradles her in a calm, grounded way, he leaves a mark on her memory. She may not say it aloud, but later that night, when she's alone, she'll think about how that embrace made her feel. Protected, feminine, desired, and understood. This is where attraction quietly transforms into attachment. Not because of what you said, not because of what you did, but because of what you didn't need to say or prove. The Stoic man never chases moments like this. He earns them through presence, composure, and calm self-trust. And when she offers you her most vulnerable hug, he doesn't just accept it, he honors it. Number 5, the silent test. Why most men fail and Stoic men pass instantly. Here's a truth most men never realize. A hug is never just a hug. In many cases, it's a silent test. Women are emotionally intuitive creatures. They don't always express their feelings through words. Instead, they watch, they feel, they test. And a hug, especially one that lingers, is her way of asking a quiet question. Can this man hold me? Not just physically, but emotionally? Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This applies perfectly here, because the moment she embraces you, she's paying attention to everything. Do you tense up or stay relaxed? Do you rush the moment or hold it? Do you act needy or remain grounded? Most men fail this test. They either overreact, squeezing too tight, becoming awkwardly excited, or they underreact, pulling away too soon, signaling disinterest or discomfort. But the Stoic man, he passes effortlessly. Because he's not trying to impress her, he's present with her. He lets his stillness speak louder than any clever line. He holds just long enough to make her feel safe, but never trapped. He lets his breath stay calm, his touch stay light, and his energy stay centered. That's the moment she feels it. The contrast. While other men fumble for dominance or act unsure, the Stoic man gives her something rare, emotional equilibrium. And that's what makes him unforgettable. So the next time a woman hugs you, don't just hug her back. Read the room, feel the silence, hold the frame. Because in her mind, you're not just holding her, you're telling her, I've mastered myself, so I can hold space for you. That's not just attractive, it's magnetic. Number 6, the follow-through. What you do after the hug changes everything. Here's something most men overlook. The moment after the hug is just as important as the hug itself. In fact, it may be the defining moment. You see, when a woman hugs you, especially if it's intimate, extended, or emotionally warm, she's not just sharing a feeling, she's watching your response. But even more crucially, she's watching what you do next. Do you awkwardly shift away? Do you make a joke to kill the tension? Do you act like nothing happened? That's how most men lose the moment, because they don't realize that the hug was only the opening. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." So how does a Stoic man follow through? He stays calm, present, still. He doesn't fidget or break eye contact. He doesn't laugh it off or overcompensate. He lets the energy settle and lets her feel it. Then, only if it's congruent, he might offer something small, a gentle hand on her back, a soft smile, a simple phrase like, "It's good to see you," or even silence with direct, grounded eye contact. Why does this matter so much? Because women don't just remember the hug. They remember how they felt after it. If she feels tension, awkwardness, or confusion, that's what stays. But if she feels safe, seen, and held in your masculine calmness, that's what lingers. That's what keeps you on her mind. This is what separates average men from exceptional ones. Not their words, not their looks, not even their wealth, but the subtle emotional intelligence to stay composed after connection. The Stoic man knows a hug isn't the end of a moment. It's the beginning of presence. And that presence, that's what you'll crave long after you've let go. So now you know, a hug isn't just a polite gesture, a casual moment, or something to brush off. It's a signal, a test, an unspoken invitation. Whether it's the brief pat of friendship, the firm embrace of comfort, the lingering hold of attraction, or the intimate wrap of emotional closeness, every hug speaks. But here's the part most men miss. It's not about what she does, it's about how you respond. A man who flinches, overthinks, or rushes to fill silence signals nervousness. A man who simply received the hug, breathes into the moment, and stays grounded signals strength. That's Stoic attraction. It's not loud, it's not needy, it doesn't chase. It simply is calm, conscious, unwavering. Marcus Aurelius never gave us rules for romance, but his wisdom reveals the truth. Be tolerant with others, strict with yourself. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you'll find strength. So next time she hugs you, don't just react. Don't analyze. Feel and lead with presence, not pressure. With calm, not chaos. With confidence that radiates from within. Because the man who can stay grounded when her body draws near is the man she'll think about long after you're gone. And that is how you stay on her mind without ever having to say a word. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button. Share this with a brother who needs to hear it. And let me know in the comments, what type of hug have you experienced? And what did it truly mean? Until next time, stay grounded. Stay present. Live the Stoic way of life.